So I started to build the stairs. This is the landing, and I'm going to go a different angle, a bit right. And that's the corner post. So how it's going to work is we're going to come from here, and then there's actually going to be one more step at this height, like this high or so. And this will be the first step. First step here, second step turn, and then go up this way. You can see I'm building it upstairs now just because I have more space to work. So this will go into the corner there, and then the stairs will go up here from another angle. Here is the steps, and so this here it's a 9 centimeter by 9. So this will actually, I don't know if you can see it, but oh yeah, now you can see it. So this will support the stairs. So it has to be more than bracket, has to be actually, I forgot what the right word is for that, but has to be grooved into the 9 by 9. And also, of course, being earthquake country, I put some braces to make sure it doesn't move sideways. So these crossbars, they have a dual purpose. One is to reinforce it, and the other one is that the steps will rest on here, on each one of them. So one of them will finish here, and the other one will start here. Right, so that's the bottom, the base. And yesterday I ordered the rest of the material to build the stairs, and so this is going to be the top, and the railing will start about here, go that way. Alright, so a few days ago I got the wood for the stairs. So first I had built the base, and this is the actual place where it's going to be. The opening is up there, and after building a guard for the corner here, I've kind of decided to cut it out because it's going to be in the way, and it's going to be too tight to carry big things up and down. It's only, so on this side here is 90 centimeters wide, which is standard. Well, on the inside is 80, on the outside is 90. But on this here is 80 on the outside, from here to the wall, and that means 70 on the inside. And to carry big things, that's too small. On top of that, the ceiling is actually not so high. From here to there is a little bit over 2 meters, and also here at the ceiling it's going to be less than 2 meters, so that's not much space. So if I cut the railing, or if I don't actually install it, it's going to be much better. And also you'll see there's not much of an opening in terms of safety. Alright, so here I'm ready to cut the stairs. I don't know if you can see the line there. That's where I marked it, and you can see on the right side I had marked it first because I wasn't sure how long it was, and actually I have extra at the other end. So these are the steps. It's not so bright, but you can see it. And this is the second mark I did, and till here, so 10 steps. So the last one, it will actually stop here and then down, but because the beam where it's going to be resting is not straight, so I don't want to cut it just yet. And to mark the steps so they're all the same, I cut a triangle and marked it there so that I know which side is which, because you can see they are not, one is 190, the other one is 203 millimeters, so they are not the same. These are all my drawings for the stairs. I think I mentioned before, but I found stairs drawing software on the internet. It's free and it's very useful. So what I will do is I will cut this one first, show you how big this piece is, and then to mark the other one I will just put it over the other one and cut it. And this is actually the not so nice side. It has knots and so on. So the other side is nicer. So this will be against the wall, right? Actually, they do it. They cut it backwards. I have to check that. Maybe I measured it backwards. But anyway, this side will be, let me see. Yes, exactly. So I didn't mark it on the right side, so I'm going to have to mark the other side. But that's fine. I just marked it. I don't have to. I haven't cut it yet. So I remarked the stairs because I did it the wrong side the first time. So you can see this bottom, normally it goes straight here, but again, because of earthquake, I want it to rest against the landing, and that way it won't move, I guess lengthwise. So here are the marks. I don't know if you can see them. A little bit fuzzy, but see, like this line here, and you can see there's a few knots on the side. So this will be against the wall, so you won't see that. And the other step here, the side that we see will be exposed where we can see it, and it has no knots, so that's really nice piece of wood. So that's the third time that I mark it. It's getting easier, thankfully, and I prefer to make the mistake now than when I actually cut it. So now is the good time. Alright, I'll show it to you when it's cut. So I'm halfway into cutting forgot the name for the piece of wood that supports the stair. So I'm just doing one angle because the other one is it's 47 and 43. It's not 45, 45. So I don't want to change the angle halfway. So I'm cutting this angle here. Now I'm amazed at how easy it is with that saw. It's like cutting through butter, so soft, so easy. And with that I can also do an accurate cut, which I couldn't do with just a regular skill saw, obviously. So this is the first one. And now I've got a horse on the this end and then one on the other end. Alright, so I cut the first stringer in the previous clip. I couldn't remember. As I mentioned before, this is to prevent it from sliding in case of earthquakes. And here's the stringer. Now the top part, I haven't cut it. It goes here, but I'm also going to make a dent to mold around that beam, and that beam has twisted, so the two are not going to be exactly the same length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it longer first, and after that I will adjust it little by little. So this is the first stringer, and so of course the last part I cut with a hand saw, like this, right? So like this. So first stringer. So before I cut the other one, I'm gonna make sure this one is correct. Should be, but never know. So the moment came, I cut it and I checked it. You can see here, I just wanted to check the level, so it's good. So I made one small mistake, which is not that important, is when I calculated where to cut it under the beam, I didn't account for the thickness of the step. So what I'm going to do is just put a filler on that gap, and then how I'm going to hold it is I'm going to have a metal bar or metal strip that goes from the inside of that beam onto the stairs, and it'll be screwed in, so it can't move either way, right? So here it is from the distance. So I've cut the first one, and of course I wanted to try it before I cut the second one, and it works. Pretty happy. So here is the stairs. It's not attached, it's just sitting there, but I just wanted to see how it fits. And for the attachment, so here there will be two metal braces that go onto that beam and then wrap around the bottom of the stairs so that it won't move. And it's about 15 centimeters from the edge of the steps. So that's what it's going to look like. And the color will be different. I'm going to stain it, so it'll be a little bit, not stain, but just varnish it, so it'll be a little bit darker. But we can actually go in, and there's some minor adjustments. Some of the steps are a little bit wobbly, but that's not a big deal. Just a minor adjustment. So here it is, and here is the level. From upstairs, and I was planning to have a railing on that side, on the left side, but in terms of moving big things in and out, that's going to be too tight, so I'm just probably going to put a railing on that side, and that way it won't take too much space. And also this is tight for the head space, so this I will cut level with the floor here, and it's still going to be tight. See, I can walk in, but there's not so much space, so I'm going to cut it. And it will be open also. And last look. And the landing will be covered with a veneer, also like wood color. All this will be covered. And the anchor is on the corner there. I'll put a big bolt into the post, so, and then one over there too, so that won't move. All in a day's work. I'll make another video when it's painted and finally attached.